Hi, welcome to the D&D Recap for Die Hack Studio. We're doing the recap for our Pseudo Random Legends campaign that we streamed last Friday. I'm Gunstar Carrot.
I am Neverlander47, and this is Evie.
Evie's cool. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about what happened last session. I just want to apologize ahead of time. I may cough a few times.
I may get up to get moonshine.
Yeah. So, so last session, interesting string of events happened. We basically pulled a Scooby-Doo move, and we were trying to investigate why people were killed.
So, hold on. First, we need to set the setting. It was Friday the 13th.
It was Friday the 13th. Spooky wooky stuff started happening.
And so, the only thing I could think of was I guess I shouldn't reveal it quite yet, but a murder mystery.
Yeah. So, essentially, there were some people that were killed in town in a very peculiar fashion.
Yes.
They were all killed in the same exact way. And it was a bunch of different races. So, there was a half-orc, a human, a halfling, and a gnome.
Yep.
And so the group went around town trying to investigate and go. Basically, we had to infiltrate funerals and things of the sort.
Okay. Yeah. Well. Okay. So first off, each of the victims, they had their eyes gouged out,
Yeah.
fingers cut off, and the hearts were missing, but surgically done.
Yeah. So, as the lizard Scooby-Doo, I tried smelling them. Didn't smell like anything. There was no...
Barrel of fingers. Hey, Shades of Blue.
Hey! The barrel of fingers, yeah. Yeah, there was a barrel of fingers. Right. Their eyes were gouged out, heart was missing, and their fingers were gone.
Yeah.
And we happened to find, at some point, we found the barrel of fingers. So, I couldn't detect any smell on them. Our mages and spellcasters couldn't detect any arcana. And there was no blood. So whoever did it was meticulous, to the point of being like a surgeon.
Like surgeon.
Yeah. Cut and knot for the very first time. And yeah, so the first place we went, we kind of infiltrated a funeral. As a giant lizard...
Whatever, go ahead.
As a giant lizard man, I walked up the aisle to pay respects to a body. And then walked back. And then walked up again with another person.
So if you can imagine, you're at a funeral, people are mourning.
Not lizard people.
Mostly it was humans and similar types. And then a lizard folk just kind of walks down, big tail, probably smells a little bit. I don't know the last time that you've had a shower. And you just kind of walk up, and you try your best to be respectful, but, I mean, you definitely caught some people's attention.
I try to get the rotting meat smell off of me,
But
but.
That wasn't quite as bad as your comrades who were in the back, like, what should we do? Should we go poke them?
Yeah.
Offending the people at the funeral.
Yes. After that, we went and visited people's homes. There was one Jane Doe.
Yes, Jane Doe. That was a weird story.
Yeah. So, we visited people's homes to try and get better views of the body and stuff, and we never really got that opportunity for the half-orc, because they had already buried them, and the family didn't really want to talk too much about it. And then we went to the halfling. I don't remember what happened with the gnome.
The gnome was...
I know the human was the one that we went to the funeral for.
Human was that? Oh, gnome was cremated.
Gnome was cremated, that's right. No body inspection there. Right. So we went to a halfling's place, who claimed the Jane Doe as his wife. And the wife was apparently like one of twins.
Triplets.
We don't know the other two. But we went and inspected her body while our party druid chit-chatted him in the house while he was aware of the fact that we were totally inspecting the body because we weren't very stealthy about it.
You didn't even try to be stealthy.
Yeah. And our cleric, our sweet, sweet cleric, he talked with the spirit. He communed with the spirit of the halfling that was deceased. Found out that whoever killed her was not in control of their actions. They were cold, and I don't remember that.
I don't remember. Oh, silence is quiet.
Oh, they were quiet. Yeah. Anyway, so from that, we were able to. I don't even remember how we got there.
How much?
At that point, yeah, I don't. Might have had too much ale. I remember we got to.
So, okay, you guys did some investigating. You went to the different spots, and then you guys, at the different locations, you started to realize that there was a circle of
Oh,
some
that's
sort.
right. You're right. We made a we had to make a transmutation circle type deal.
Yeah, and so the first one you noticed was at the old lady's place, and then you found one in the back alley, and then you found a pretty much complete one, and you guys eventually decided, hey, we should use it. And then Thea was like, hey, we can make this bigger and send us all. And so that's what you guys did, transporting you guys into a layer of something. I think he was super nice, misunderstood. He just wanted a hug, but
I wanted to shoot him. So we shot him, and he got mad. He got real mad.
Real mad.
I got so mad that he used a power word and instantly killed our cleric.
Instantaneously.
So we're without a healer, except for Danny, kind of.
Kind of. But she's mostly a bear.
Yeah, so Lyra is the only one that's capable of healing at the moment. But yeah, our poor cleric is dead, and now he has to come up with a new character. But we've got plans for his body. That sounded weird. We've got plans for the items on his body. I'm going to mount them in his room over his fireplace, and then as soon as the new character shows up,
No
I'm
backs.
gonna, I'm gonna be like, hey, yeah, that's your room. You get the dead person's room.
Yeah. So I think next session we're going to. They did eventually kill the Lich, maybe, possibly?
Yeah, we think he's dead.
Liches have a way of coming back.
I shot him with zappy arrows. He's probably dead.
And then they made it back to, their stronghold. But I think next session we're going to have a funeral for said cleric.
And it's going to last the entire session.
It's going to be the entire session.
We're just going to say one really long, drawn-out
eulogy.
Eulogy.
We could...
You googly.
I feel like we should burn his paper, but he uses his phone, so we need to burn his phone.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have to burn his phone. Yeah. And then I'm going to eat his corpse, because that's what lizard folks do.
That's, only natural.
But I might...
So, we should make, cake or something in the shape of a cleric.
It's like a reverse party cake. You know the cakes where people jump out of? We just put him in the cake. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably have people protest me trying to eat his dead body, but
What else are you supposed to
it's
do?
what Lathander would want. Probably.
Will Lathander.
Lathander make an appearance.
You never know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to eat your body, and Lathander's gonna be like, no.
No.
He's gonna put
I always picture
pepper spray on it.
For some reason, when I think of Lathander lately, I think of Reynard from StarCraft.
Rainer? Oh, really?
Because he's got that big, huge armor on him.
Oh yeah, true. Reminds me of Ryan.
That's true.
He looks like.
Lathander did forsake him on his save. He,
Yeah.
I mean, was Yvril living up to Lathander's name? You know?
Ooh. DM just told you, dude. Yeah, could Yvril undo the action of a power word? Even?
I don't see why not, actually.
Yeah. Maybe Yvril needed a power word.
How do you say that?
Hey, bros, what's good?
I should,
Ryan boy.
Ryan boy. Should
Ryan
increase the
Yee boy.
screen.
What's up, Yee boy?
We were just talking about our last campaign session.
Are you gay for each other? Clinical scorer. Yeah, dude. That's what the couch means. The couch is a metaphor for gay. Suck each other for content.
Alright, well...
Cow tipping for life. Who are these people?
I don't know, but I'm not quite appreciative of it.
Yeah.
With that said... Yeah. It was a interesting campaign. I don't know what's going to happen next.
So, yeah. The hope is to try and get a new character out of Ivriel. And then we donate his armor to the new character. Or somebody else takes the armor. Sorry, boss man.
At least he recognizes
I'll try to be nicer. Thanks, buddy. But yeah, outside of that, I don't really know what we're planning on doing next, because we basically just solved a little crime for the town. So I don't really know what there is to be in store. All this dude has it either stored in his brain or up his butt. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you get some people who are missing inside the town.
Yeah. It's fire, bro.
Which, you know, that's interesting. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Will's missing, who's like your...
Yeah, we still have to find Will. He didn't die, or at least we don't think, but the shop happened to close when all the killings were happening, so. Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably put chat rules.
Yeah, we don't really have clear chat rules. I'll donate $100 if you kill the dog. Yeah, dude. That sounds like a good idea. No, we're not gonna kill the dog. She'd probably kill back.
She would.
Yeah, I don't think we could get away with that. How could you say that about his dog?
You know what, I can... Derp. I'm working on it.
Oh yeah. Anyway, how's y'all's night going? We're now shifting into just like hanging out mode. So, how's everybody doing? How are you doing?
You know, respect. Okay? It's not that hard.
It's a 4-letter word. But yeah, I am full of coughs recently. So that's fun.
So that happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're online. People are always going to be something. So you gotta do what you can.
Pretty much.
Shades of Blue. Actually, Shades of Blue. We don't know much about you, and I don't know how much you want to yield, but
you seem pretty knowledgeable about the D&D scene, so...
Yeah, I take it that you play D&D. Do you play 5e, 3e, Pathfinder?
We did kill the cleric. Wait, no. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, kind of. I did.
You killed a clinical sorcerer. Or scorer, or whatever. You killed your cleric. Yeah, he did kill the cleric, and, yeah, now we're not... That was kind of a douche move. I'm gonna lie.
I was being as non-biased as possible.
So you killed the healer.
The undead would go for the person who could do the most damage to the undead.
Yeah, I guess he did generate threat.
Okay? I thought about this long and hard. I was like, who am I going to kill?
The healer. Bam.
Everyone.
White mage, dead. Always go for the white mage. So yeah. I think that he should come back. I watch a lot of D&D, don't really play. I see. Well, that's cool.
Well, we were just talking before the session, like, we need to pick a date, like, within the next week where we can do the online thing that we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely welcome to join us.
Or an Adventures League.
I really want to try an Adventures League. Fun fact, I have only played D&D like a handful of times. I mostly just DM.
I've played D&D a lot of times. I've DM'd like twice. An Adventures League. I don't know what an Adventures League is.
It's like they set up shop in different places and like.
Oh, it's just like a traveling D&D group.
No. Well, it's like you have a store. They do Adventures League, so there's multiple tables that are running the same session. But with a bunch of different people.
Oh, they're like, it's all in the same world campaign thing?
Yeah. So, no, not same world. Not same world, but same session. Like, the Lost Mines of Philander, or whatever it's called. Stuff like that. And I think some places, they actually, like, score you, and so it can be competitive.
Huh. Okay. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
We never tried that. We could.
We could.
Wonder if they'd allow streaming.
Or dogs.
Or dogs. Yeah.
That'd be, yeah.
I'm wondering if the rule, like, because I've never played any of the Pathfinder or offshoots or anything like that.
You're not loosened up enough.
Perhaps you're right. Thank you. Yeah. So I've been trying to look into other types of like spin-off campaigns that we could do from buying like a kit, like quest kit, like the ones that are just like books.
Yeah.
I know they also changed the rules and stuff, so.
Well, most of the like one-off campaigns that you buy, they add to D&D 5e. So that's cool.
That'd be neat. There was one that was Cthulhu based, and obviously I had my eyes set on that one.
That one's not 5e based. It's its own game. But it'd be a lot of fun.
I mean, I'd be down to do other things in a D&D style fashion, but
yeah, we need time. Definitely to set a date.
oh yeah, Shades of Blue. If we were to hold a online,
Remember I just said that? I was like, if we ever did set a date for the online session, Shades of Blue, you're more than welcome to join.
well, yeah, I'm just We're gonna get
Triggered.
him more,
Okay.
getting him more excited.
Get excited.
So, Shades of Blue, tell us, if you were to make a character, what character would it be, and why?
Ooh, that's a good question. Actually, all those out there.
Yeah, anybody watching who hasn't participated in chat, this is like an open question. If you were to make a character, whether you play it or not, what character would you make, like race, and what class, and why?
Drinking games.
D&D drinking games would be neat. Can't believe somebody wanted to kill you, Evie. Or at least wanted us to kill you.
Never.
I don't think you could even let us kill you.
No, she's
Maybe
too
like,
cute.
thanks, but no.
I've thought about a few characters, such as. I think I might have to hold this for a while.
Jimbo, the sumo wrestling orc. He's a fighter and a lover.
What? I don't know. So, shout out to, I guess, Chromatic Chimera, who's streaming D&D right now. They have this show called Stats for Roll,
Uh-huh.
where they make up, like, they just roll random characters, and that's kind of a fun idea.
I do like that idea. Oh, I had a great idea for a set of dice that I want to make, but I'm not going to reveal it on stream.
Because someone would steal it.
Spies. Yeah.
One that I've been toying with is a sorcerer who was a jail guard.
So I'm going to whisper it to you. It's like, have you seen thermochromatic paint?
Yeah.
One that changes like with
Yeah,
temperature.
yeah, yeah.
He makes it with like a couple different ones based on the temperature. And then it's based on the temperature of the hand and it changes colors.
Oh, that's cool.
But you don't just use like the standard, like,
Yeah, no.
you pick your own colors.
Another was a wizard that wanted to betray a party and give to the DM. And then create a new character. Okay. Those types of peoples. Actually, I kind of love that. If you can, like, get the group's trust, because when you're playing with people, they naturally want to.
He was trying to do that at one point.
Yeah, I totally try that. They naturally, like, want to accept you because, you know, you're a friend or whatever. But your character, you know, you can betray him.
When I was DM, he played a chaotic evil character.
Tell me about the dice idea.
Damn.
Yeah. That way you can betray your friends, and then you don't have to worry about, you know, the repercussions.
There's been times when in our same campaign, I've tag teamed with him and been the DM, and I still control my character, but more of like as an NPC. Which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a changeling, and I was just trying to. It was kind of a long-term idea I had. So I was a changeling. I befriended them. They knew I was kind of evil and I was kind of a dick. And then, like, it turns out that he was also a lich that was telepathically communicating to one of the players. That person's now dead. That NPC's dead.
He was communicating with people?
Yeah. Lyra's, like, because she had something in
Orcus
her
thing?
head. It's not Orcus, it was the Lich.
Oh.
It was a different Lich. A baby Lich compared to what you guys fought.
Bepu. A druid berry, and then I wanted to max out movement speed.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Just super fast.
Barbarian, that's the one where you can, like, rage, right?
Yeah, it's like a berserker.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Just Hulk out.
So
Bear berserk.
I hope a bear berserker just.
Yeah.
I hope. I can't speak. I hope Dark and Night is taking notes. Dark and Night was Yurvidal, in case you didn't know.
the sorcerer who was a jail guard. And then one day, he went to go open a jail and melted the keys in the jail door with his power on accident.
I'm actually kind of curious about that one. Like, what would be his backstory, his motive? Like, why did you choose a sorcerer jail guard?
I'd like to think that he could make... Can you conjure metals?
I'm sure you can do anything with enough
Alcohol.
magic.
Do your homework.
Yeah.
Because it seems like a bender.
That'd be kind of cool to make a
Like an
avatar. I don't know. What are some character ideas that you've had?
I love this idea. An Aarakocra. Oh yeah, an Aarakocra. I can't talk right now.
Right? This is not the Jameson.
An Aarakocra pole march.
The idea I had was a mage in a jail, and the mage got to.
Open her doorway. The jailer touched it and got magic.
Oh.
I like that idea.
And then he's like, "Screw it, I'm cool now. I don't
Super
need
jailer, mega bailiff.
That's actually kind of a cool idea.
Yeah. Lawful chaotic character.
That's
How could you do? You mean lawful? You mean good chaotic?
no lawful chaotic.
So neutral.
No, lawful chaotic. Oh wait, lawful.
That's what I was saying.
Alright, so the Night
So
Strides.
neutral character.
Lawful evil, lawful neutral, lawful good, chaotic evil, chaotic neutral, chaotic good.
I'm confused. I get what you mean, like lawful becoming chaotic, so he'd be neutral, being pulled in two different directions.
So we should just make a Keanu Reeves character.
Constantine or John Wick?
Why not? Oh, we should just like
Yeah, just Keanu Reeves.
lawful neutral.
Yeah, lawful neutral. Yeah, no, it's cool. I was like, wait.
I feel like lawful neutral is kind of hard to play. It's like, does the guy deserve death? Yes, because he broke the law, but he was a good guy. So
Well, lawful neutral just means you have your own set of morals, I think.
Yeah,
Like you have your own strict set of
this
rules.
is my code.
Yeah.
He gave me
This
a
ain't your
hamburger.
dad's code.
He gave me a hamburger once, so let him live.
Pretty much. Thanks for the hamburger. Yeah, so Aarakocra pole march, which would be probably a ranger / fighter.
That would be stupid.
Why?
Like, good stupid.
Yeah, because he could fly.
More of everything in his life is upside down now. Oh, I get it. So like, because he's now magic based, he doesn't know how to control it. Like he's trying to come to reconcile like this newfound
Reminds me
power.
of Toxin, the comic book character Toxin.
No one reads comic books except for
I
500,000
read
people.
comic books. Yeah, so Toxin was like a Spider-Man from the Spider-Man comics, and he was a cop that got a symbiote, and the symbiote, like Eddie Brock has a symbiote, and he became Venom. The serial killer Cletus Cassidy gets a symbiote and becomes Carnage. Well, this is a cop, somebody with like a moral compass.
Continue.
A moral compass in the positive, good area, and then he gets a symbiote. Exactly. So, a symbiote. So you're basically, yeah. So yours is very much like this character Toxin. Look him up. Basically, he's a cop, and he gets a symbiote attached to him, and so now he has powers that he's basically fighting with this symbiote internally, but the symbiote actually has a voice and can control him. Just want to roll on the wild magic table. It's a good point. Yeah, no, that's a cool idea for a character. I like that idea.
It's also kind of weird.
Isn't that
Like holding
also
the
how
like
Spawn
and swallow,
worked?
and the flavor comes.
I'm trying to remember the history of Spawn. I don't remember if Spawn was a cop or not. I remember he had a daughter. Anyway, yeah, that's a cool concept. But yeah, Aarakocra fighter ranger that would use javelins and a lance as his weapon. Yes. No problem. But yeah, the Aarakocra Pole March was one of the few characters I've come up with. I don't really come up with characters frequently. He's one I've wanted to play. He's kind of inspired from a game I used to play growing up. I was talking about symbiotes because he brought up a character idea and it reminded me of a comic book character, which was a symbiote.
I'm trying to think. I don't really have any characters in mind right now. Except for Luca. I want to play Luca.
I did want to do a chaotic.
He gets really monotone unless you put alcohol in it.
I'm also struggling to hold that to stifle coughs right now.
Yep, Shadow's here.
Is Shadow there?
Can you hear?
Yeah, it's Shadow, the hedgehog.
Is that seriously a thing?
Yeah, we referred to you as Shadow the entire +2 XP. Your Shadow.
Shadow.
I now know what your mask is going to be. You're going to have a Shadow the Hedgehog mask. And you're going to have to talk like an edgy character the entire time.
Edgy.
Or you could just wear a Darth Vader mask that has a built-in... I was looking at masks today for you to wear. There's a Darth Vader mask with a built-in voice changer. That's what you can use. Yeah. Turn off your ventilator. Hi, Shadow. But yeah, I don't really have a backstory for the Aarakocra Pole March. It was more of just like I like the mechanic idea. He is a birdman from the land of the birds. He worships some sort of sun god. So I'm going to say Lathander. Are you eating my phone?
Yeah, so what about it?
And he, I guess, would just be an... Actually, what would he be? I haven't thought about what his alignment would be, so I'm going to figure that out now. I'm going to say chaotic good.
Okay. Alright, I think I have one. I've been toying like bringing him into the campaign, but I probably won't get around to it. So a changeling who was born from explorers of different planes and born inside of a different plane. And he falls to Earth, and he has this problem of keeping his composure, like his face just always droops. And he'll be true neutral. And he'll probably be a fighter / druid.
Okay.
And his name would be Slug.
Slug. I've got a really good idea. So it's a chaotic good character, right? And he is a fighter thief. And he is of a race. I'm going to have to make the race. He is a race, a humanoid race that is incredibly skinny, but also incredibly fast.
I know what you mean by juicing that too.
Super agile.
Actually, literally, like, why
Yeah, so sorry, I'm not paying attention right now. He's incredibly skinny and he's incredibly fast, and he has a really big head. He's got a really big head, both physically and mentally. And he's also a hedgehog, and he's also blue, and his name is Sonic. And that's the character I'm making. I want to make a Sonic the Hedgehog character.
Then I should make Knuckles.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sonic the Hedgehog. I was trying to actually make it like a viable build for like a race. I was like, how would that work? How could you make a Sonic the Hedgehog character?
Let's switch topics.
Oh yeah?
This has been fun, but we are going on an adventure tomorrow. We are starting our St. Augustine adventure. We're gonna fly like, what is it? 10,642 miles.
Yeah, with just our arms, and it's gonna be pretty intense. Sonic, you gotta go fast.
Gotta go real fast. Wait, I don't know. There's something there. Can't figure it out. Anyways, we're going on an adventure. St. Augustine. We're gonna hit up as many breweries as possible. I'm excited. We're gonna see the lighthouse. We're gonna see the beach. We're gonna see the wax museum. We're gonna see people being weird, which is probably us. If you know of St. Augustine, Florida, and you know of things to see there, go ahead and suggest it to us, and we'll try to videotape it best doing it. And then come next Wednesday, we'll do a recap of all the things that happened and be like, hey, this was a lot of fun, or hey, this was stupid. Why did we waste our money? Here's
a video of me eating ice cream every day.
Now you have to do that.
Yeah.
If your name is Dark and Night, go ahead and donate below.
Yeah. That's a requirement. Otherwise, we'll find you.
I know where you live.
I know where you live.
So, Shades of Blue, do you know what our plus 2 XP thing is? I don't think we explained it.
Yeah, so...
Well, in the meantime, as we wait for this delay, this is really good apple juice.
This is great.
It's making me feel happy. I feel happy.
I wonder how apple juice and this would taste. Apple juice and more apple juice?
Can you have doubly the amount of apple juice?
That's how chemistry works. It's like addition, right? It doesn't increase in volume. It only merges into one liquid.
Okay, so plus 2 XP is... So there's a big group of us. Most of us play D&D, not all of us.
Show up for recaps.
We hang out. We live in the same apartment complex, and so we try to do stuff together. And we decided that we should try to stream it and to, just share adventures. By the end of the last, wait, I need glasses. But the end of
you realize you have a computer. Shh.
Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so we have a group of friends. We are doing things on our bucket list, things that we've never done before,
like eating nachos.
We went to an escape room. That was our first one. That was it. Actually, that's the only one we've done. So
then we made a bucket list for our bucket list because some people haven't made a bucket list yet. We went to the escape room.
And so we have a bunch of things planned.
We also did a scavenger hunt.
Oh, right. We did a scavenger hunt downtown.
And we actually streamed it.
And that was fun. But it's a way for us to do stuff that we like to do and hopefully allow people to hang out with us as we do it.
Yep.
And that's all that's about. Anyways.
Anyway.
So,
yeah, we hope to stream. I don't know how viable that'll be. Viable is not the word I'm looking for.
Possible?
Possible.
Tangible?
Tangible.
Quagalacatol?
Now you're just making up stuff. Yeah, I don't know how much we'll be able to make that a reality, but if we could, that'd be cool. Let's just make a scavenger hunt in the middle of St. Augustine and not tell anybody, and just like in the middle of Scarlett O'Hara's, just like start looking under people's tables. And be like, I swear it's under here.
We should.
Is it under this drink?
We
No, is it in this drink?
Should do some antics while we're there.
Yeah.
We need a way for our viewers to be like, hey, I don't know what you're doing right now, but you should definitely go do this.
I agree. If we do a live stream of us going through the castle, that'd be kind of neat.
That would be kind of cool.
But I haven't been in the castle since I was like 5.
I'm not holding the camera the entire time.
Yes, you are.
Time.
There needs to be a better way to hold it, not with a selfie stick.
Drone. I think if we can ever get enough
Not
money,
with a drone.
we're gonna get drones.
I was thinking more like a handle or something that fits more like a camcorder.
I mean,
Just like here's a really stupid one. You get a plunger.
there's Twitter. Yeah, you guys can always contact us on
Twitter.
Gunstar Carrot, Neverwinder.
Never wander.
You know, it's in the description below. Check it out.
Never wander. No, what you do is you take a plunger and you stick it to the front of your phone, and then you make a little
So it's a selfie stick,
you make a little duct tape strap.
but
there.
you look stupid. Or
No, it's not a selfie stick.
it's a plunger stick.
You make a little duct tape strap right there, and so you can hold it like a camcorder, like this. It's a little easier to. You hold it like a flashlight.
I'm telling you, drone is the best way to go.
Yeah, but then you have to keep it charged up.
You have to do it with your phone anyways. My battery pretty much died that day.
Except the charge life on a drone is like an hour at most.
That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. We're gonna have to buy multiple.
Just swap out the drone, not even the battery.
Yeah. So if you have any like bucket list ideas for us to try, totally let us know. There's gonna be a hot sauce night, where we're just gonna have different hot sauces and hate ourselves the next day.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yup. Oh, I would love to go on a hot sauce challenge.
Why?
I would do well.
Yeah, you probably would.
I feel like I would do well on a hot sauce challenge. But maybe that wouldn't be like a good thing. Like I feel like they want reactions out of people, and I'm just like, oh, it's pretty hot.
Dark and Night would be great at a hot sauce challenge.
Yeah, Dark and Night would freak out.
Well, that's not good.
That sucks. Sorry to hear that, man.
I used to live in the woods, and we had dial-up for the longest time. Like, we had satellite, and it was crappy, and now we finally had, like, actual connection. That was fantastic. It was still, like, a fifth or a tenth of the speed of normal people.
He's not lying. It was fantastic.
So, anyone who has internet problems, I can sympathize. Also, I keep thinking the camera's over there. I keep looking this direction.
It's because there's a stand right there. Yeah, I missed the 2 + 2 XP stuff. I don't think you were...
Yeah, there's not much to it. Friends, we do stuff together. If you have any ideas for bucket list ideas, let us know. We'll give it a shot.
F is for friends who do stuff together.
U is for Indian bombs. N is for no survivors.
Yep.
F is for friends.
Now we're gonna not... We're gonna have to sing that at some point.
Yeah. Let's see.
I don't like coughing.
So, the Black Knight in the sky. The satellite. I don't know.
Oh yeah, the Black Knight satellite. I miss Metis or whatever his name was.
We could talk about the whole cloning thing again. That was fun.
The cloning thing. talking about cloning people creates a new consciousness per person?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's an interesting idea.
That is a rabbit hole.
Well,
I don't know. So, Shades of Blue. We know that you like D&D, but you don't play. What other hobbies are you up to? If you don't mind me asking. Dude,
so
you gotta get over that.
my cough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've been taking cough medication to try and get rid of it. It's going slow.
We need to have another modeling day.
Yes, I agree. I would love to actually go and paint miniatures again.
That's cool. You should show your miniature that you painted.
The miniature that I painted.
The dragon, it's over there.
I gotta glue it back.
Yeah, you're supposed to take it home.
I was supposed to take it home. I was also supposed to take home
You
that bottle, but I didn't.
Also, pretty gone.
Huh?
You were pretty gone.
Last night? Or the last...
Yeah.
Yeah. I was.
You also just lost your seat. Don't listen to my dog.
So, yeah.
Just That's not,
That's not the camera.
camera's over there. I like computer stuff, Raspberry Pi, AWS, basically everything. So we are both software engineers. So you fit right in. I
dude.
have 2 Raspberry Pis. I'm working on a project to automate my house. You know, computer stuff. What kind of projects have you been doing lately? What's your favorite language, also?
I like English.
English is hard. I prefer prefer C#.
Just make a programming language called English.
I can hear the mini. It took me a second.
It's mini ASMR. It's growling.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I meant for you to like
Yeah, I know.
performance tester.
Give you a little slow pan. That's not super in focus at all. There we go. A little better.
Docker can be annoying, but Docker can be really cool too. So that's the mini that he painted, and we bought somewhere.
So I've used Docker in production, as well as Kubernetes. Yeah, it can be annoying. It can be useful. But one of the biggest things I've learned is that unless you're like a huge corporation, using Docker and instances and microservices might not be in your best interest in the long run, unless you have a huge need for scalability.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not scaling to like really large sizes,
I mean,
Docker might just be overkill.
I think the nice thing about Dockers though is that so many people are using it now. Like, you can just install a project to a Docker and not
Yeah.
really install it.
Yeah, I mean, it basically beats the setup of having to create an instant, like a VM or something, and doing that
Yeah.
yourself. It's fun to use, but as far as I'm talking more about like for production stuff for like a project,
Yeah.
it's especially if you're using like Kubernetes and like using a bunch of clusters and nodes that are parallelized and stuff. Unless you're a big corporation that has the funding to do that. Just from what I've read, like, and from what I've seen, there's only so much you actually need. It's more of a convenience thing, and if like when it comes down to it. So, Docker, definitely fun. It's cool stuff to work with. So stick to it. It's gonna be weird. Um, but you can find some pretty much pre-made stuff like example code online
Yeah.
to get you up and running real quick based on what you need.
I just use SureRoot.
What?
SH root.
SH root?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what you use?
Do you know what that is?
No.
Okay. So in Linux, you can change root. So basically, you can, if you have a subsystem on your computer, you can make that your system.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So it's like Docker, but it's way more complicated to get it working.
It's not though.
But it's built in.
Is it though?
It's so you have to map your if any peripherals or stuff that you want to use with inside.
You're
of it.
mapping all your system calls to the new subsystem?
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
It's great.
That's not what Docker is at all.
Docker kind of eliminates all that. You don't need it anymore. Also, you can't control how much CPU usage or RAM.
That's
Basically, just load a terminal.
that Shroot uses?
Yeah, inside of another instance of the OS.
Why don't you just use like a virtual machine?
There's a lot of reasons why. So I can go from a 64-bit and then SureRoot into a 32-bit instance
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
without having to go through the whole process of booting a VM.
She.
Zup. But it's kind of stupid to do that. It's outdated. But I'm an old man. Set in my ways. I've only done it twice. No, I typically just use VMs.
Yeah, Docker's like a tiny little VM,
Yeah.
a headless VM.
So he's been working on getting Docker running. That's cool. Dark and Knight is a cybersecurity person. Well, he's trying to be. So, a lot of computer nerds here.
You're among friends.
Among friends. Let's see. I don't know. You pretty much just game outside of work, though, right?
Me?
Yeah. I know you dabble and you want to get into something, but you don't actually have a project going right now.
I've been trying to do stuff with music, but a little bit. I mean, told you I got an electric grand, right?
Electric what?
Grand piano.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I've yet to see because...
It's hidden in my room.
And there's...
With cat minds.
Guardians.
Yeah, that he can't get exposed to.
I love dogs, but I'm not so friendly to cats. Actually, cats are not so friendly to me.
I'm sure they'd be friendly to you.
Yep, all
they
of
just
them
might make your
fights.
face explode. Yay!
I think that deserves a cheers.
Cheers! Hear, hear.
You're here. Ah, I know who that is.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Shadow number 2's here.
Huh?
Shadow number 2.
Okay.
Okay. How's work?
They should have cut me out 2 hours ago.
Is
An
that-
angry druid has approached.
An angry druid.
Pretty much.
She might actually be in bear form.
There's a joke. It didn't mean me. They should have cut me.
I'm sorry.
It hasn't picked up since 1:30.
Hey, 3 hours.
Because all you do is stand there. I can't even read.
No, that
Because
sucks.
there's cameras and the higher ups could check in on us.
That sucks. That's when
What
go
you need
the
to do
bathroom.
is you need to duct tape a book to the wall.
That could work.
And then wear binoculars.
just walk by it a lot.
Yeah,
Or put it behind a menu so it's just studying the menu.
pretty much.
I like
There
it.
you go.
What?
What were we talking about?
Yeah, we were talking about programming and stuff. I have noticed that we have attracted programmers.
That's fine. I love programmers.
Yep.
Why are you knocking on my thing?
So, okay.
It's totally for the pseudo.
Probably.
Yeah.
So, Shades of Blue. I hope you're still there. This might interest you. So, you know how, maybe you know how, if you recall, I talked about making a chatbot in Python to kind of doing the quest system that I want to implement for D&D so that users such as you can... Shit. Left? Well,
He said his internet was going in and
his
out.
internet was cutting out. Either way, those watching, will you stop with the mic? I'm going to use Python to create this quest system so that viewers can use inside of chat, answer questions about the D&D campaign as it's going on.
And then it creates a neural network.
Gold. I might throw a neural network in there. And throw earn gold to do such things as, rerolls or resurrect somebody if they have enough gold. That would be cool. We need to make a list for that. 100 gold, resurrect somebody. I feel like it's
200 gold neural network.
I don't even know how you can put a neural network in there. Let me think. Hold on.
300 gold, give training data.
Oh, no, actually, I know how I could do it. So, my current implementation of my Java system, of course, uses neural networks.
Yeah.
But it's basically, the front end is a simple chatbot. So, I could just throw that part in there.
What commands are you giving it?
Actually, you can kind of teach it new commands on the go, which is kind of cool.
What commands does it know?
Hello. So
What does it say when you say hello?
it says a variety of different things. Sometimes it's English. No, it's actually pretty good at responding to whatever you say. But right now I'm trying to hack my camera.
So you basically created. What was the name of that chatbot that used to be online?
It's still online.
Cleverbot. Cleverbot. That bot is tainted.
It is dumb, but no.
It is incredibly tainted now.
Yeah, it is. No, so it's more... I looked at the framework of Alexa.
Yeah.
And so I kind of implemented that.
You just stole Alexa.
I legit am going to steal the skills from Alexa and put it in my thing, so it's not cloud-based.
That's true.
Because I don't want,
Jarvis on the cloud.
I don't like people listening to me. They had to flush Cleverbot, yeah.
It's okay. I like it. But just you people. What do I mean, you people? I mean, you lovelies. You lovely people watching the stream.
FBI.
They had to flush Cleverbot. Yes, they have to flush Cleverbot frequently.
They are getting pretty close to getting passing the Turing test. I think they have passed it, but they kind of upped the bar.
What, the Cleverbot?
No. But the Turing test, just AI in general.
Oh, yeah. Passing a CAPTCHA test would be, with a neural network, would be the challenge.
I think it's not that hard.
Well, that's the idea, right? It's very simple for a human to do. We would need image recognition to look for the things.
But image recognition is like better than a human at this point.
Right, but it needs to know what it's looking for on the fly. So it would have to the training data would just be the CAPTCHA system. Like, you just request it to generate stuff.
I mean, look at automated cars.
Yeah, but
you
you'd have
to be able to do that.
Well, you'd have to tie words to visuals.
Yeah.
And
AI's good at that. I'm telling you, CAPTCHA is beat.
Well, let's see it. Beat
All
the
right.
CAPTCHA.
Googling it right now. Evermore, we gotta go here.
Oh yeah.
Internet went out again.
Right after I said C.
C? I don't remember you saying C. Or, what kind of face is that?
It's a sad face.
Oh. Okay, it looks kind of like a robot face. We're just talking about artificial intelligence.
Yeah. We were talking about I don't know if you know what CAPTCHA stands for.
I don't. I
It's
thought it was like Pokemon, but for humans.
no CAPTCHA was like computer automated Turing. No. Turing test. There's like a bunch of subtext in between T and C. It's like computer automated Turing test for classifying humans and AI or something.
Alright, so
like
there's
that.
those, which obviously this is easy. Favorite language is C. Dude, C.
Oh yeah.
I totally admire those who love C, and of course I can program in C, but C is it's a foundation language and it is amazing and it's great, and I think all those who love C and who want to program in C should do it, because more and more we're finding people who like the higher level languages because they don't want to get into nitty-gritties of things, and so I completely respect that.
Completely automated public Turing test to tell computers and humans apart.
Well, wow.
But those
I
are
didn't know that.
stupid. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the new CAPTCHAs.
Okay, why did you change my thing?
What?
I was showing you a picture. Those were beat.
That wasn't beat.
Yeah, that's a training set. It's getting better.
Oh yeah.
These are beat.
But those they don't use those anymore.
No, the Google's new one's a little bit better. But I still think
The one that's like the 9 images, and you have to compare the images to the word.
it's still not that bad. The only ones. Yeah, seriously.
Really?
Seriously.
I feel like that's absolutely necessary.
No, there's interns, like, I heard a conversation the other day at work where an intern was like, what is a pointer?
Well, I guess JavaScript doesn't really need pointers at all.
I mean, they should teach this in school. Instead, we're using.
I mean, I learned C as my first language.
I learned Java,
Really?
and then I went to C++.
I learned C as my first language.
I mean,
I love C. That's my
it
favorite.
also depends on what you're doing, because
Well, it's almost my favorite.
I like Python because it's a scripting language, and like if you want to get shit done quick, just,
Yeah, just poop it into Python.
I like C# because it's like Java but better in every single aspect. And it's like C, but
I'm
more
liking
libraries.
I'm liking C++ more, but I know it's kind of like a. I actually really like C# from what I worked with.
Nice. I mean, the two fields are really, really closely related.
Honestly, I feel like computer engineering is pretty damn applicable. You're gonna learn the parts that. What annoys me is like a lot of times with computer science now they're just pushing people towards web development,
Yeah.
which I feel like is kind of an interesting choice.
It's
It's like they don't know what to do with people that learn the theory behind computer science, and instead of pushing them towards engineering, they push computer engineers towards engineering.
yeah.
And say you do the close to the metal work, you do system stuff, and then all the people that are in computer science just
I mean, we're
either get a
moving
PhD or you do web development.
We're moving to cloud. Like, everything's going to cloud. So the problem is most web development is like front end stuff and not the back end. Because you have AWS. What do you gotta do?
And we're not gonna go to the cloud with everything.
I mean, Stadia is proving that we are getting games out there. If I knew how to use Spring.
I'd be better off in my job, honestly.
Right? So, what's Spring?
I don't know what Spring is.
I don't know what Spring is. Google. Is it application framework? Oh. Java. Right, so I typically just try to avoid Java.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Java. Not a huge fan of Java at all. Honestly, I feel like C# is better.
It's a billion times better. It's actually, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to get into the depths of that.
I've used Golang. I've used Python. Golang, I am okay with using as like a quickie, web-based scripting language.
My company deals with a lot of Java stuff too. So, I mean, I have to program in it, but it is what it is.
Current company I work for does not do any Java whatsoever. We do a lot of web development. We do a lot of Apple-oriented stuff, so we use Objective-C.
Yeah.
You can use C++ and Objective-C together, though. Sounds like a nightmare, doesn't it? It actually kind of works.
Does it compile over to each other? Is that it?
You use LLVM, and so it recognizes both.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Basically, it works as long as you don't try to use C++ objects and reference them in Objective-C syntax. It doesn't work like that. You can't like cross over object references.
I never even tried to learn Objective-C.
It's pretty much like a garbage collected C++ with a shitload of syntactical sugar.
Sounds like it would be if it's Apple.
Yeah. It's cool in some ways and weird in others. It's all like the syntax is all like messages between objects rather than like making function calls. So it's like you're sending a message to an object callback handler, in other words.
Interesting.
It's weird. So like instead of passing like this is function and here's the parameters inside, you list all the parameters, it's like init object and then you'd give like the object name with some parameter with another parameter with another parameter with another parameter. So they make it more of like an actual like language that you type out for
it's a functional language.
More or less, kind of. No.
I feel like it's more functional than C.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, the syntax is just...
Objective-C is a general-purpose, object-oriented programming language that adds small talk style messaging to C programming language.
Yep, it's small talk.
Small talk style. Small talk is a object-oriented, dynamically typed, reflective programming language.
Yep.
Made in the 70s.
Yep. There's a lot of programming languages that are still widely used now that were like...
What?
Yeah. There was like a huge influx of crap going on in the 70s and they just
Homework is done. Time to pack. Woohoo! Oh yeah, we gotta pack. We got like 40 minutes left and then we're gonna go pack.
I mean, it's cool. It's a cool programming language, I guess. It's not...
We're mostly just talking to ourselves. If you guys want to chime in, talk about anything, just throw it out there. We'll talk about it.
It's a cool programming language. It just does stuff weird a lot of times. Like, holy crap, trying to use Lambda functions sucks.
Basically for bulking web applications. I think he's talking about Spring.
Oh, Spring. Yeah, that makes sense. How's C# in making web applications?
I mean, so here's my opinion about C#. C# is great in everything, but it's not a master of anything. It does it pretty well. It's not the quickest. There's a lot of backend stuff that you gotta do, but it's pretty well.
What about C++?
C++ is even harder. Python is like 3 lines of code.
Yeah. Golang is really stupid to create like a simple listen server. I know Python's just as easy.
I mean, okay, so it depends on like what detailed web server. If you want to just make like open socket or port or whatever, that's
I'm talking about an HTTP listen server.
Again, depending on how simple you want to go. That's
a
few lines of code and everything.
Something that accepts like posts, requests.
That gets harder, yeah.
Yeah, so for Go you can do that in like 10 lines.
for Python, you need to import Flask. You need to define main, so that's 2 lines.
I just thought it was interesting because it's part of the Golang
And
standard
have
library.
your function 4, 5, 6 lines of code.
Yeah, it's basically just like HTTP listen, specify the port, and then have a handler function, or don't even do that if you don't want to. But yeah, it makes making like if you wanted to make a RESTful API, you could do that relatively simple with Go, at least for the routing stuff. And if you wanted something else to hand it off to, you could.
WebSockets, though, man. Gotta do WebSockets.
Yeah, I have experience.
Live communication.
I have a little bit of experience in WebSockets.
Let's see. All right. Let's talk about something else, maybe. Okay, so your internet must have cut out.
Yeah, I talked about it for a while. I've used Docker before.
Yeah, we talked about it. I've used it to play around with, but I couldn't get it to work properly, so I stopped caring.
I've used it in production. Can't really talk too much about exactly what I did. It's cool. I use Docker in addition to like Kubernetes and Amazon. So like I made Docker that was supposed to be based with like load balancers and scalability in mind. And so I worked with I worked with deploying the containers, maintaining them on Kubernetes, and the configuration process, pretty much all throughout the life cycle. It's me and like a small group, so like I worked pretty hands-on with a lot of it. Docker, it takes a minute to get used to. Finding something that's pre-made is ideal to at least get some examples for what you want. Get used to the config setup. You can use like Docker Compose as a quick way to make images. And then get used to, because like the thing that's kind of weird with Docker is that there's so many components to it that make it like interesting to keep track of. So it's good to just like keep your own personal documentation somewhere so you don't have to slog through all of theirs.
Trying to figure out for throwing load.
At our app. Throwing load. Not sure what you mean by that.
Like distributing load, maybe?
Like just distributing all the load?
Stop. Stop.
I can't help it.
I never really needed Docker, though.
You don't need it. Well...
Yeah, tons of virtual users. Alright. See what breaks. Oh! So you're creating you're creating a bunch of virtual users to try to add load to your app to see if it breaks. I see.
That's cool.
That is actually probably a good use of it.
Yeah. I mean, using it to create little personal tools like that is a good idea, too. Well, I mean, it's pretty easy to get a Linux image up and running. You can just download the image file or pull it down from their repo using Docker Compose. You can make a quick Compose file setup that, like, you basically just, like, Docker run, or Docker Compose. And then you give the path to the image file and everything, and it's really quick if you use that route. And then from there you can get access to Bash from command line and do whatever the heck you want to, like, just for like a simple Linux box. It's basically like, what do you want it to be preset with? You can have it be preset to have a script run as soon as you create the instance, and then every time you run Docker up or Docker down, like have it do stuff.
Oh, my personal video server seems cool. Cool. So, what Raspberry Pi projects do you have going on? I made a thermostat that I took down because maintenance people. I want to put it back.
You should hide it better.
I want to print a 3D printed box so it looks nicer instead of having a pin box.
You could probably use an Arduino Nano.
I have a Raspberry Pi Zero. It's like this big.
Yeah, put a case in it and stick it in there.
I mean, I think I could reprint that case, but
With the holster.
with a holster that could house it.
How would you hide the wire though?
Because it would be on the case. I put it on the case, take that thing down, put the case in place.
Yeah, no, but where's the wire go?
What wire? Oh, the
The power source.
7. Go down. They're not gonna notice. They're gonna be like, "What's this?" I'm like, lies.
I don't think 3D printing the case is gonna look right.
I was trying to get Raspberry. I could.
Docker running on a Pi Zero, but it didn't work out. I might try to make a chat bot for Twitch running on one.
That seems awesome. So I made a chatbot. Well, I got the API working for the chatbot for Twitch. So, yeah, I don't know where to go with this conversation anymore. But that's cool. I looked at Restream.io's API, and I think I can easily make a chatbot for Restream.io.
Probably.
That's what I was talking about. If you have experience in Python and you want to partake in making the chatbot for the D&D sessions that I was talking about, where they could keep track of gold, I could make a public repository and everyone could work on it.
We'll make it public. Make
Nope.
it invite only.
Invite only. There we go. DIY ring doorbell thing. That would be cool. That is on my list of things to do in my life. I love the technology that's out there for home security, but I don't like that everyone has access to it. Like Amazon or whatever provider you have has access to it. Like my home camera, it connects to China all the time. And I'm like, what are you doing? And I know the servers over there, so just kind of like, okay, turning you off.
I told you I did a playground project using Raspberry Pis and Arduinos, right?
Doing what?
We had Arduinos attached to vibration sensors that were attached to playground equipment. And
actual playground.
yeah, like an actual playground. It was a contract work that we had to set up for some sort of fancy playground out in Texas.
Huh.
That's why I was out in Texas. Yeah, and like when they hit certain parts of it, it would pick up the vibrations and send signals to the Arduino, which then sent signals to the Raspberry Pis to
I see.
play the audio.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Also, I think I have Arduino Zero, or whatever it's called.
You know?
Yeah, I have 2 Arduinos and 2 Raspberry Pis. Yeah.
I wanted it to just be done on the Raspberry Pi, but there wasn't enough GPIOs because there was a lot of sensors. I wanted to make it more streamlined, but it ended up working out in my favor because the dude there wanted to use his own Arduino to connect to my Raspberry Pi for like a different portion of equipment, and so like he interfaced it with another Raspberry Pi that I had, and I just put my software on it.
Huh.
And he implemented the protocol I made.
Oh. Well, that's cool.
Yeah. So it ended up working out and was reusable and modular, so I think I did my job.
Sounds like it. Let's see. Alright. So we are computer engineers, we're nerds. What else do we like to do? What else do you like to do?
The viewer.
Oh, we're gonna go see Joker, right?
Sure, I guess.
We need to. That movie looks really good. I am a movie watcher.
He likes movies sometimes.
I don't retain them very well, but
I like art and music.
I do too.
And pop culture. I love pop culture.
I want to hopefully complete a CD by the end of the year
I'm not doing that. I can't even complete a song.
and post it on Spotify.
I've never completed a song.
You should probably work on that. That's like step one.
I always just make a bunch of melodies and then I just give up.
uh,
I don't ever make a full song.
it takes hours. Like, you can spend a whole day working on a song. Like, just recording it, not making it. Just recording it.
Oh, I know. I know what goes into making songs. I've never actually, like, sat through.
Do it now. Make a song now.
Made the beginning, middle, and end. I've always just been like, that's a cool chord progression. And I mess with it and I throw a melody on it. And then I don't do anything with it. And I stop.
So, let's see this. Shinedown has a song, and like the bridge part is this chord progression, and it always reminds me of. He's been playing classic WoW.
I am playing classic WoW right now.
That pirate song, from SNL. With Michael Bolton. You know what I'm talking about?
This is the tale
Yes.
of Captain Jack's. Yeah.
So it's the same chord progression, like the same timing, everything.
Yeah.
So every time I hear it, like, this is the we play a lot of video games. We've been playing Monster Hunter lately. He's been playing a lot of WoW.
Wow. Yeah, I've been playing it with my coworkers. We've gotten pretty far. I am level 22.
Wow. I mean, that's what you're playing. Wow.
Yeah. Out of level 60.
I got to level 20, and then I had to pay for it, and I was like, screw this.
Oh. Yeah, no, this is different. You have to pay for a classic.
Yeah.
But it's
screw
$15
that. Screw that.
for 1 month. And you don't have to play it after that. So the goal is to get to level 60 and then cut it off.
That. I've been actually trying to find a good MMORPG.
WoW's pretty good. You should try it.
No, I wasn't with beautiful graphics, open worlds.
Guild Wars 2.
It's better than Guild World. Guild.
Go Final Fantasy 14.
Actually, that one looks pretty good.
It is pretty cool.
They're bringing back
Yep.
they're bringing back Phantasy Star Online.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Did you play the original on Dreamcast? Actually, that was 2.
Phantasy Star, yeah, 2. The original was on Saturn, I think.
But was that online?
No.
Yeah, I think Dreamcast was the first online one.
Yeah, no, you're right.
That was a pretty cool game.
That was how they sold the internet module for the Dreamcast.
Yeah. I never played it online.
Also, I have an RG or a SCART connector for Dreamcast.
You got it?
Oh, I also have the Frame Meister, the thing that lets you stream it. I'm just waiting for an adapter for. Apparently, there's 2 types of SCART connectors, one for Japan and one for Europe.
Yeah, you're telling me.
I have the one for Japan
Nice.
because it's a Japanese box. Oh yeah, it's also in Japanese.
Nice.
The manual is entirely in Japanese.
Nice.
So reading.
Mario.
Yeah.
I mean, Michiru.
Michiru, yeah.
Why you don't understand?
Pretty much.
That'll be fun. We should probably think about when we're gonna play games next. Growing old sucks, man. You gotta like schedule things. I used to like wake up like, I'm gonna play games now.
Yep.
Now it's like, alright, I gotta work, gotta make food, feed dog, gotta do this, that. Maybe I could schedule in games. And then I sit on the couch. It's like, this is life.
That's why I get pre-made food. I'm lazy.
I've been getting better at cooking.
I can cook. I don't like doing dishes.
So, okay, get this. I came home for lunch.
I really hate doing dishes.
I hate dishes too, but I came home for lunch and I had leftover noodles and I made my own Alfredo sauce.
Nice.
I did a thing.
You did a little bit of butter,
A little bit of butter, yep.
a little bit of lemon juice.
Actually, we had leftover Papa John's garlic sauce, so I threw that in for the butter.
Nice.
Put some cheese in there, half and half.
A little
called it
bit
a
of
day.
butter, a little bit of Romano, a little bit of Parmesan, a little bit of cream.
Nope, didn't have Parmesan, so I went with I went with cheddar cheese and what's the one with holes?
Swiss.
Swiss cheese.
That's not Alfredo.
All right, it was a cheese sauce. It was delicious.
And then you used. Did you use a little bit of cream?
Yeah, half and half.
Half and half. Yeah. Alfredo is surprisingly easy.
It's
What kinda-
really easy. and it
Did you
tastes
add
so good.
oregano or anything to it?
No. I added some salt, garlic salt, because I love garlic and I like to keep the vampires at bay.
You know, doing things in a skillet with like goat cheese and sun-dried tomatoes.
We should totally schedule a week of just gaming.
It's a brilliant idea. You got all the ideas.
Seriously. Seriously. That would be... I don't think I could take it. I think I would actually have to go outside and do something else. Go to Cloak and Blaster and play board games.
I'm not doing that. I like Cloak and Blaster, but I like
Money.
money.
Bold Iron Wisdom.
Rolled high on wisdom, nice. Yeah, dude. I need to get back into Smash again.
Smash is fun. I've never been good at it.
You don't have to be good at it, play it.
I'm good at Mario Kart. Not the best, but I'm good at it.
I'm good at Mario Kart. I haven't played it in a while, though.
I like RTS is the best though. Strategy.
I dabbled in
Are
RTSs.
you contractors?
Are you contractors?
I am something. I contract amazingness.
I am not a contractor.
I don't know.
I work for a company that sometimes does contracts, but they don't always do contracts.
Yeah. What he said, but put it in my mouth and make it sound a little bit better.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't played Command and Conquer in a while.
Play Red Alert. Have you played Open Red Alert?
I have.
Is it good?
It's...
I never played the original Red Alert. I watched my friend play.
See, like, I grew up on Red Alert, all the Command and Conquers, so... It's open... Yeah, it's good. I like it. It's also weird, because games don't age as well as you think they do.
Yeah, no, it looks... I tried to play it and it sucks. Like, I can't... I don't understand what the fuck I'm doing.
That's...
Pardon my French.
Doing's not French, but...
Yeah, doing is not French.
What is it? OpenRA? Yeah, it doesn't look great. But yeah, this is, that's what I grew up on. Tiberian Sun was amazing. And Generals is my favorite. And stupid EA Games, they were going to make a Generals 2, and I was super excited about it. And then they're like, oh, we're going to cancel it and make this stupid mobile app. And now we have Command & Conquer Rivals, which is a stupid mobile app.
Mobile games can suck it.
I can't find one that actually holds my attention, except for Pokemon MMO.
There's a Warhammer one that basically plays like Hearthstone that I've been playing.
Nice.
It's actually kind of fun. Are you guys into competitive gaming? If we were good, yeah.
I mean, so we play Dota a lot.
Are we good at Dota?
I am. Shut up.
I used to play. They did the same with Diablo. Yeah, and it sucked. I never like. I can go into it. I just don't ever make the commitment to. Because you got to stick to it.
Yeah.
And I like too many different games to stick with one,
Yeah.
I guess. There isn't to say there isn't one that I probably would stick with, because I have gone and like stuck with like an MMO for a really long time, or I've stuck with
Like
a shooter and for a really long time.
Riders of Icarus.
No,
That's
I
a
don't.
great game.
I don't like Riders of Icarus.
You never did, but it's amazing.
I
All
really
of its
don't
bugs
like it.
and
I have stuck with Guild Wars. I have stuck with Maple Story. I have stuck with Guild Wars 2. And now I'm playing WoW, and I don't think I'm going to stick with it, but I'm going to play it for a while. Because it's pretty cool. It's a nice throwback.
I don't know what I want in an RPG. Like, I'm kind of at that place where I want, like, super open world where you can do anything, but I need somebody to guide me through it.
What does that mean?
No.
Oh, look at this beautiful world. Hold my hand.
I don't want to be, like, dropped into a world where, like, you don't understand the mechanics.
Dude, I love that.
I did
That
too.
was the reason why I loved the first Minecraft, because it was before anybody knew what it was.
Yeah. Have
It was
you ever
like-
raided and WoW, though?
Have I ever raided in WoW? No, I've only done dungeon runs. I haven't done a raid yet. That's what I'm excited for.
Ooh. I liked WoW. I just didn't like you had to pay for it past level 20.
Yeah, paying money for games kind of sucks, doesn't it?
It does.
But how else are they going to make money?
You know, I think the government should give them money.
Government funded video games?
Isn't that how Arma came out? I think it is, though, right?
I think so. Arma and Arma 2.
It was
the
supposed to
buggiest
be,
games
it was
ever.
like a recruiting game.
I believe it. I've wanted to raid in WoW. Yeah, but I haven't gotten that far yet. I think you don't really get to raids until like 40.
Dude, I was playing Blade and Soul. That was actually pretty cool. It was unique because it was like a martial arts. That's
Black Desert Online had so much potential.
Yeah, it did. I need to stop trying to read the TV. My eyes are apparently shot. Nope, I'm not understanding. I thought like you about WoW where I would be once.
Oh, you wouldn't do it until you hit max level? I mean, that would probably be appropriate too. I feel like there are raids you could probably do a little early, but they would be like practice raids. I'm just trying to get the most out of WoW because I never actually played it when it first came out. There are some things about it that are slow, but that's okay.
There's a mod.
Raiding is like a whole different game. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Sorry. What?
What?
Just people are playing my childhood.
As far as competitive games go, I would probably do fighting games more. But again, like, there's only been small periods of time where I've actually like stuck with one game because I usually have like. We should play Riders of Icarus again.
So we need to find a MMORPG that supports large raids or dungeons.
Wow.
That's free. Free. Because I
Guild Wars 2 is free.
don't stop suggesting that.
Why don't you like it?
Cause you like it.
You're so mean.
I don't like. I played it once and I don't know. I got a bad vibe from it and never tried it again.
Did you think it was haunted?
Yeah.
We
can
got
try it
bad.
again.
We got a bad vibe, man. It was spooky.
Give me the EBGBs, man.
It was spooky.
Spooky.
There's world bosses and they're fun.
I heard Rift was pretty cool.
Andrew and Jeremy played it with me for a while.
Rift?
No, Guild Wars 2. And then Andrew, like,
ESO is cool,
ESO is cool.
but it wasn't big enough dungeons.
I don't like that style of MMO though.
First person?
No, I just. God, if WoW was free, then I feel like it'd be exactly what you're looking for.
But it's not. It's not. It's literally snot.
That's the problem. Is that it's really hard to come close to WoW without getting the payment that they need from it. And I don't think WoW's like the greatest game ever. Don't give me
Also,
that.
it's been around for years. So
Yeah, they've had time to master it.
it's also by a huge company who has money.
Yeah.
Having money helps.
I would like Riders of Icarus would be okay, but it's not okay.
It's not.
It's not. It's lacking a lot.
Like the fixing of bugs.
Yeah.
But it's fun. I like the mount system. It just got really repetitive. But when you're doing it with a group of friends, it made it better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the whole group play portion is really fun. I feel like we should do Overwatch or something. Because we have enough people to do a full team. And then just get good.
Dota.
Yes.
Because there's a song. Wait. Gonna play some Dota.
It's in a different language, dude.
I know. So I made up my own lingo.
Yeah, it has been.
But nothing you can do about that. So, what MMORPGs do you guys play that we should try that are fun? I don't want any of this non-fun stuff. I do like Minecraft. What? Oh, expansions for WoW.
Yeah, Cataclysm. I played on private servers for Wrath of the Lich King. We could do a private server.
Do you have to pay?
No.
Can I mod it?
If you made your own private server.
Interesting.
But then it's literally just us and the entire world and nobody else.
Nice.
So everything's like a sandbox. I made a private server for a Korean MMO when I was younger. And it was literally just me and my two friends. And nobody else was in the world. So we could like control the monsters and do whatever the heck we wanted.
That's kind of cool.
It was fun. It was like a sandbox. It was kind of like Gary's mod.
You know what I really want? I want a superhero MMORPG.
City of Heroes.
But it's gone.
No, it's not. They made a re-release of the servers. I was playing it with my coworkers.
What?
I told you.
No, I don't think you did. Or
Yeah,
I was
dude.
drunk.
You might have been drunk.
I'm never drunk, so that's not possible.
City of Heroes is really cool. I made Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Because he's a hero.
Yeah.
Actually, he's a villain.
Actually, he's a hero.
Didn't realize he came back.
Actually, he's a villain. It didn't officially come back. Somebody made a private server.
Interesting.
But it comes with the installer client and everything.
Champions Online was pretty good. DC Universe is also pretty good. But they've play dated now.
I mean, City of Heroes is pretty dated at this point.
How about City of Villains?
It includes that.
Well, City of Heroes actually has a... Oh, is this... Wait. Is this actually them?
Yeah.
It's not a private server. They came back.
Well, they didn't officially come back.
NCSoft is doing it.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Where?
At cityofheroes.ca. I can play now for free.
I don't believe you.
Not found.
Yeah, this is the old website.
Was it really?
I think so. They shut down the servers a while ago.
Well, it says 2012. So, I'm going to say that you're probably right. All right, well, I'll give that one a go.
You have to find like a YouTube video to do it. I can send you the link that I used.
How to download it?
Yeah, it's sketchy, but it works. But it's really sketchy when you do it.
Just log into Russian servers. From there, you
Yeah,
pivot
honestly,
to
it's
China.
like I am very curious about what installer libraries they come up with to make them. Because like the
So you
installer
should
packages
use a
are always
Docker.
Yeah. Like it's like they get like some sort of weird installer package and just like make it look as sketchy as possible instead of just using like a simple one
Yeah.
that's native.
Huh. No, but I really would like a newer superhero game.
Let's make one.
If only we had time. I got some time right now. Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna use Python mixed with Pascal for the rendering, of course. We could use Unity.
For an MMO?
Yeah. It's not that bad. They've kind of changed a lot of their back-end stuff, so it's not pretty quick. Also, I like the fact that it's coupled with C#.
I mean, that's not. I'm more concerned with their online capability. I know Unreal is like a no-go because the way they have their online system set up, it's all lobby-based, so we'd all have to do like instances of some shit.
I mean, you actually kind of have to do that no matter what.
Yeah, but like,
But what? But what? I mean, every MMO you play, there's instances or some shit.
no, not instances. I mean, like it's a lobby, like a very limited size lobby,
Ah,
and you have to join the lobby.
I see.
Somebody has to host it or whatever.
Well, you know,
You don't want something like that for.
we can make it from scratch. C# and mono game.
C# mono game
That would just
MMO.
take a long ass time.
I feel like there would be performance issues at some point.
I don't think so.
Really?
No. I think you can most definitely program everything you need in it.
For live
I just can't ever figure out how to freaking do 3D animations.
and mono game,
Yeah.
or just in general.
Because it's like, it's a very low level library, and so like you actually have to program everything.
Oh, like programming
Like the
3D
materials
animations.
and the rendering and you gotta make the shaders and which is fun.
Haven't
a lot
you
of work.
found like tutorials online for doing that?
Yeah,
I know there's 3D game tutorials for mono game.
there is.
What is it? What do they recommend for the animations?
Some like third party library and stuff.
Just do that. Don't
I like to make it from scratch.
don't reinvent the wheel for something
I-
like third for
Going
fucking.
to reinvent the square.
You're already using mono game.
Yeah.
You don't like if you're already that far, just get a third party library to do the animations for you.
Yeah, that's fair. XNA used to actually have it built in, but they took it out with mono game. For whatever reason.
Well, probably because not everybody needs third party, or probably not everybody needs 3D animations.
Yeah.
If you're using using it for a 2D game, why would you need 3D animations?
To look cool. I don't know. But
Anyway,
I digress. I play Dungeons and Dragons.
and I do sometimes too.
It's true. I really want to spend, like, I'm already trying to think of you guys in the next session so I can be working on material and props for you guys. Because I really want to bring our games to the next level.
I'm gonna dress up as a lizard.
We should have onesie night next time. Everyone should wear a onesie, including the audience.
Including the audience, yeah. Wear onesie with us.
Wear a onesie with us. We've completely gone off the rails. We have been talking to ourselves this entire time. If you've been watching, why? But thank you. Yeah.
Well, thanks for tuning in. Have a good night, and we will stay active on social media to try and see what the plan is for +2 XP this weekend.
Yeah, so make sure you follow us on Twitter because that's where we're most active. We're not super active, but that's where we're most active, and we'll be communicating stuff. This is sort of a weird night. We're kind of exhausted, I think. It's been a long week, and it's only going to get... Well, it's going to be a lot better now.
For you, I still have work tomorrow.
I still have work tomorrow,
Oh, that's right.
but it's just one more day.
Yeah, that's true.
So, we don't have a goodbye slogan or anything.
Oh yeah.
How do we sign off?
Keep it frosty.
Yeah, I got nothing. Check, please? No.
Signal exit.
Exit stage left. Good night, y'all. If I can find exit.